Hey, what up, guys? Back one last video tonight. It's past 2 in the morning now. I'm calling. I'm doing the 2024 Christmas special, Joy to the World. I say it's started out really okay, but by the end, I enjoyed it. At least it's better than the finale of Series 1. Yeah, I'm not gonna give that up, okay? Just not that, it just really ruined that great mystery. I wonder if the new companion is gonna do well. I don't know. She debuts in the first episode of Series 2, which is literally, well, today now, hours and hours away. Probably around 5 o'clock, I think. I don't know. I'll probably check in the morning. It is morning. And I just saw everything out before the previous video. So, let's get it. So we open up in 1940 England as two people, the war started to affect them. This is 5 years before the end of the war. World War II ended in 1945 after the death of Adolf Hitler. I say the ending really serves as a really unique take. Very interesting to say the least. I find it interesting most, actually. My opinion, I find it interesting. But you may not like it, that's understandable. I just was not expecting that. It's a very Doctor Who way to end things. Anyway, suddenly the Doctor shows up with toasted cheese and ham, toasted cheese, and the pumpkin tea. And Ron before he goes back to the door. That's when the man in the room questions if the door was always locked. Anyway, the Doctor then appears on a train a few years later, and I bet it's like specific events in history. Other than World War II. What is the trace of this? Like, is there a reference to something that happened? Was that a reference to a real live event? I don't know. Hey, Doctor then gets another wrong room. It's weird. And actually ends up a couple more years later, late 50s or so. A bunch of multi-climbers, which I think might be. So yeah, wrong room. We're also introduced to a young woman who's booking a hotel in December 2024. No, bit of a joyful personality and stuff. Nice room. That's when a Solarian man comes in. The woman's name is Joy, by the way, and she's definitely. And the actress plays her as Nicholas Cohen. Not Nicola Cohen. Sorry, I think I said that wrong. I don't know. Yeah. So the Doctor shows up when we get to the opening credits. Then we go back a bit to earlier when the Doctor first arrived at a place called the Time Hotel. He has encountered one of the workers named Trev. After making tea, he had 2 cups. Mostly still in the habit, missing Ruby. Alright, I looked it up. The story's on pause. She's not officially left. She's just left for the story on pause for now. So they probably sent more stuff of her characters in. I don't know why. And obviously, Joy's going to be our Christmas companion. It's not the first time we got a wild companion for Christmas. First time this happened was like 2006. Was December 2006 with the Christmas special The Runaway Bride, which gave us the first appearance of Donna Noble playing by Catherine Tate. Of course, at the time, she was just originally going to be a one-off character, and Series 4 was going to have a totally new character. The Christmas special came before Series 3, which introduced Martha. Then we got the maid, I can't remember her name. Or got killed before she could try trouble with the doctor. It's been a while, so I can't remember her name, but I brought back Wilfred Mott. Made the first appearance of Wilfred Mott, played by Bernard Cribbins. It wasn't me; it was just me as a tongue-in-cheek nod to the older ones who grew up watching those films. Well, I'm glad it's make a companion of Series 4 and make Wolf her grandpa. They just became so iconic. And Wilbur and Bernard Cribbins lost, and I'm glad that Wolf got one great last physical appearance in the series. A great touching moment. Even that moment ending on a cliffhanger. Still really nice to see him again. Now, he was technically a one-off companion himself in the Intendant's final Christmas special, The End of Time. So this is after Donna's memories were gone and stuff. So technically Wilf became the Doctor's companion for their specials. Donna was in it, but more of a smaller role due to the memory erasure and stuff. And we did go on it like, "Are you shouting a thin air?" It was funny. Again, the next one, our Christmas companion. Let's see. Freedom of it ever. Yeah. That was I think that was a parody of the Christmas Carol. No. I'm confused. I'm trying to see this. It was like the Harry of Christmas Carol. Was that Series 6? Is that Series? I can't remember actually. But the Doctor did have a one-off companion in the special. In one of them, Moffat's Christmas specials. God knows, come on, play. In the end, he gets to visit the ponds again. I think it might be Craig's return. You know, the one played by the infamous James Corden. I think that was it. Oh my god. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna probably look this up actually. So every time we get one companion for Christmas, I just go on Christmas companions. This season, this one special is Christmas companion. So, hey, seeing a man with a briefcase, the Doctor gets interested. And this is a psychic paper. I'm just glad it's starting to make more appearances. I don't like that. I did find that bit of a gay joke funny in the Rogue episode. It was a little funny. I just like the whole thing of the two just hooking up and stuff. I don't know. I think it interacting with Cat and Jack made more sense. Jack could relate to him and stuff. No, the Doctor says, "Stop it. I'm just saying hello." I love that one. Best running joke throughout the entirety of Jack's appearances. Stop it. Alright, let me know in the comments below, what was the worst companion exit ever in the entirety of classic and modern Who? Both eras. Name one from both eras. Be fascinated to know who you think got the worst exit in the entire franchise. And who had the best. So anyway, so basically the Time Hotel has doors linking to different points in time. So people from past can get spirits and nice backs in time in the future about, of course, making sure not to tell them anything about future events. Make sure to keep the timelines intact, just them coming to visit just enjoying their time in the walking around the hotel. Time Hotel, that's a new one. Another first time we had a Doctor Who episode in the hotel. Series 6 had one, I think. Yeah, Series 6. See, I like Donna, but that's my favourite Doctor Companion dynamic is the Doctor in the Ponds. I just like their chemistry, and I just like a family. I mean, Rory and Amy are technically married and stuff, but still, how we just interact and stuff. It's fun. As though it was just merely a side character in Series 5. Temporarily joined the TARDIS midway through it, before being killed off in a Salura's Return episode. For making his official return in the series finale, for becoming that main companion in Series 6 and 7A. And you'd say Clara technically was a Christmas companion as well. Technically, because it was a variant of Clara who died due to the great intelligence and enemy from the Second Doctor era, who created the Yeti, and returned for another story, The Web of Fear, which introduces Colonel Lethbridge Stewart, who was played by the late Nicholas Courtney. Yeah, I do want to cover that episode someday. It introduces the Brigadier before he was the Brigadier. Almost iconic characters all Doctor Who. They probably thought they were just creating a one-off character for the series, for the serial, but didn't guess how popular the character would become, making a reappearance in a Samurai serial. The second time, is also here as well before officially decided to have the Doctor stay on Earth and work with Unit, giving more screen time with the Brigadier. And allowing us to develop him and some other members of Unit, like Sergeant Benton. Sorry, one topic. I have to talk about the stuff I love about Doctor Who. Again, my favourite dynamic is just with the Ponds, okay? The Ponds are my favourite Doc companions. Donna is one of my favourites, but my most favourites are the Ponds. Might be nostalgia talking though. But in my bias, because Matt Smith's era was the first series I watched from start to finish, since I came in midway through Series 4. As far as I remember. I came in when watching Series 4. So I know much about the past and anything. So Series 5 was the first time I've seen a new Doctor story. The Generation and all. So, yeah. I'm old. Fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm old, everything, but... Like, Tanner's last appearances were 2008 and 2009. I was 7 and 8 years old at the time. Fucking hell. So basically I've been watching Doctor Who like since I was like 7, I think. Fuck. Sorry. What was I? The Doctor tricks to get Trev to help him, saying it's a top secret mission to keep an eye on the man in the briefcase. When the doctor goes to explore the rooms, but excuse her using room service. And while it sees the case can transfer people to other people, alternate basically control over them and giving them side blinks. Like, it's weird. And when release the opens and they die in a few seconds. I'm trying not to really caught up in it too. Being controlled. Then giving it to the manager. And so Trevor actually dies too. As we see the doctor exploring all the rooms we saw at the start of the episode. Well, controlled Silurian ends up in Joy's room, leaves everything we saw. The doctor meets Joy and confronting the Silurian man. Listen. Mentioned something about Starseed. Joy just sits back up and the briefcase attaches to her. Azulia possessed and Silurian ends up dying, which saddens the doctor. Doctor tries to visit Joe, who also trying to figure out what's going on. So he opens the case of the child. Of course, if it's not closed in a few seconds, the host dies. Yeah. Doctor picks up his out. As close, please, closely, but a close enough time. But then they need a passcode to properly seal it. Otherwise, again, the user dies. But they both don't know the code. But the doctor takes advantage of the time hotel, and his future self comes in to do it. Which leaves Joy confused about how he got his future. He explains it, but has to keep the light loop going. He has to take Joy, future doctor has to take Joy with him and stuff. Explain stuff. And well, our doctor, present doctor, gets mad at him and yells all kinds of stuff. Because he's being quitted and stuff. So the doctor has nothing to do. And he has to wait a year for the doors to reopen. So he decides to stay at the hotel, work there for about a year, and starts bonding with the woman in basically the woman in the hotel. So for a bond. See, the doctor really does miss Ruby. I do too. They have great chemistry. Like, she's only around for 9 episodes. You include the 2023 Christmas special. 9 episodes, that's how long she was around for. So yeah. As your time goes, the doctor says goodbye to the woman pretty good way, as they spent a year get bonded with each other. Doctor officially gets to the room. She goes to the hotel, gets to the room it was in. To say the code. And he takes joy in having the same things happen again. Now you get more into perspective now since we spend time with that doctor now. Which past doctor was our doctor just now. Yeah, it's confused right now. I basically kind of wanted causality type of shit. Basically, the postcode didn't exist in the first place. Somehow, the doctor found out about it, and he went back to tell his past self, and then that one waited a year to tell that past self, etc. Repeat the loop. The entire was confusing. Also, the hotel is built to have not to contain any paradoxes. It's totally paradox proof. which is smart. It's really clever to a time between hotel. Like it's like way, way, way later, like the 43rd century, I think. Or is it yeah, I think it might be the 43rd century. Because it's long in the future. So yeah, that's like over hundreds of years. But yeah, it seems like case starts to affect Joy again. As she's obviously taking the case to a room. And I don't know you to research it. It's a star. But to make it a proper star, no one's tested it because it takes long, thousands of years. And it explains why she's looking for the room. Place it in the past and find a room that connects to it 1,000 years. And it'll create a star. Problem is, the star will kill thousands of people. The doctor doesn't get through the joy by basically saying, making her get mad. We learn about her mother. She couldn't probably say goodbye to her mother the day she died. Like in 2020. Yeah, it was like during the COVID pandemic. I guess she had COVID. So be a case of COVID. Since it was 2020 and stuff. And anyway, Joy couldn't say goodbye to her because she didn't say goodbye on the toilet. And she was stuck at some party. She let her mother down. Something she regrets. And that anger freed her from the briefcase. So yeah. Whereas she bangs the doctor. And we find out who created the briefcase. A familiar company called Villeneuve. I can't remember the names. But they actually are winners for the previous Christmas special. Marvel's last Christmas special specifically. I talk about Twice Upon a Time. Starring Peter Capaldi and David Bradley. Yeah, it's supposedly appeared in that episode and they were briefly mentioned all the way back in series 1 in the episode of Dr. Dances, which is part 2 of a two-parter. One of the first part called The Empty Child, which is one of those kind of dark episodes about what, like, during the war, child deaths. Like, seriously, it's pretty sad. Riley Alfie got caught in a bomb and was seemingly killed, but got brought back to life by the end of the story. Yeah, it's when she watched that two-part. It's pretty sad and kind of dark when you learn about things. But it has a really good emotional for that ending. And everybody lives. I reckon you just go check out one of Modern Who and some classic episodes. Again, you officially watch it on BBC iPlayer. So I recommend you watch them. I can't help it. I'm sure I'll talk about this. And it sees the consciousness of the previous users are stored in the case. Oh, I can't be using Ken are gonna kill a lot of people. Just a worthy sacrifice. But really, they need a specific place. Thousands of years. But they'll take different points. But drinking a lot of humans around stuff. You'll love to like add, well, they end up in a room full of dinosaurs. A Jurassic room. Why? Exactly a dinosaur room? Like, isn't that like dangerous? Like, isn't that like dangerous? Does the dinosaurs can easily kill you? Oh god. I really don't get it. So it turns out that even the briefcase was the Doctor joining to get out there. What's the Doctor going to do now? But it's basically it's basically Trev. The conscious was not know, but keeping his promise to the Doctor, not letting him down. He locates them where it is now. The other room 48. Ancient civilization. Humans found it and stored it. So the Doctor needs a rope to it. So basically goes to the random climbers when he gets the rope. Then goes through the train one. Right there. Matching it open. Tries promises to get them out there or something. The Doctor's got limited time. Got a few more minutes left before the star explodes. So the Doctor was up by a Joy gone, and the book someone else says reveals that the stars inside Joy. She absorbed it. She's gonna become a star now. With a yellow consciousness. And now she's living up to her name, Joy. Happiness to the world. As she just also says to the Doctor to find a new friend. Basically saying to find a new companion who will be introduced in the following episode. As she and the other consciousness ascended the star. Become a star. Star that gave hope for centuries. All different times. Looked up to. Claimed by Joyce Manor the day she died. And Caesar says that was Joy. Sad. And the Doctor ends up realising the meaning of her name. Now understands something. Joy to the world. Basically, Joy is basically responsible for the famous saying of, as I say, we heard for decades. Joy to the world. That line is being iconic series. And it's also revealed that they didn't just become any star. They become the North Star, as we have 1 BC and Bethlehem. Don't get it? It's the birth of Jesus Christ, December 25th, December 25th, 1 BC. And just a few days after this, it will be the start of the. It'll be 1 AD. The beginning of the centuries. The birth of Jesus Christ, the North Star that guided the wise men. That was one hell of an ending. She literally created the world Joy. She made create the saying Joy to the world. So her name was Joy. I know it's a paradox and shit, but yeah. BC became the star that guided, that's responsible for everything that has happened, the creation of Christmas, birth of Christ, everything that's happened in the Christian story. I'm funny about this. My school, back in primary school, we did a type of musical play, and I got to play Kid Henry. I got to play the kid. I can't remember his name, but I actually portrayed the kid. I'm not joking. I actually did years ago. But when it was Jesus, this Christian movie set during the birth of Christ, focused on birds for some reason. I can't remember what that one was called. But yeah, Joy became the North Star that gave hope to people for centuries. I did not expect that twist. That's one hell of an ending. As the episode I was saying, Doctor Who will return. That is April 12th, 2025. 10 years today. That was Joy to the World. Pretty good Christmas special. But the start was alright. But by the end, I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to Sorry. I'm looking forward to the first episode of Series 2. So, I hope we see you guys then. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Well, tomorrow. Then you get what I mean. For... Sorry. Sorry. It's gonna be a pain in the ass now. But anyway, thank you. I'll see you guys soon for the first episode of Series 2. Allons-y.